middle and down, like I just got it out of the middle, lost and found. Trying to test it, germ infested, stained by food, partially digested. Nobody can say what you find between the dirty couch gushes that have never been cleaned. Missing keys or American cheese, trapped to sit where the kiss will conceive. Pleasure to meet ya, we're happy to see ya. In the nasty Futon.
She is spicy.
I know.
She is spicy. Actually.
She is
Can I borrow
spicy.
her body for the show?
You have a
Right,
nice
right,
body.
right.
So
See,
shut
Can
up.
I borrow her? Can I just be that little tight little...
Aren't you? Oh, you just want to be shorter.
Right. That's it. That's the whole
hard
thing.
to be tall.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
it's hard to be short.
Yeah,
It's hard to be a
especially
short
when you're a
dude.
guy.
Yes.
Well, welcome to
hard to
the
be
Dusty
tight.
Futon.
That's
There's an intro
fantastic.
for you. All right, so we're sitting here with Sons of Eden, right?
That is correct, sir.
And you guys are a new band.
We are a new band with older songs, correct?
Older songs. Tell me
Yes.
about the older songs. What do you mean by that?
So I've been in the San Diego acoustic scene since about 1990. With that whole...
You're old.
Yes, it's true. With that whole...
I was going to say that, but I thought it'd sound cliche.
Well, that's only because
No,
you're young.
no,
Yeah,
it's
it's because you're
very
young.
true.
Yeah, somebody grab that rocker over there.
Yeah, right. Grab my walker with my Wilson tennis balls. Anyway, almost all of us in the band have other projects.
Right.
That being said, I have songs that cannot be played in my other project.
Yeah,
because-
it's funny while you say that. I'm looking around the room, and the guy to your right, who I don't know yet, we'll get your name. What's your name? Noah. And you're in the band. You're in Sons of Eden, but you're wearing Dolan Brotherhood shirt, which is not the band that you're representing today. And then to your right, we have a lovely young lady who also plays in Sons of Eden, who's wearing a Bread Dog shirt.
Correct.
So yeah, it's quite interesting. There's no swag for Sons of Eden here.
There is no swag. We have
Not yet.
I have made a PDF of our logo, but other than that, it has been we have no swag as of yet. But yes, so we are a San Diego band that approves of being in support of other San Diego bands.
And that's badass. I like that because that's what we just talked last week. We had John Campos and the Acurables on, and we talked to them of kind of about how incestful the music scene in San Diego is, and people don't realize that. It's you have so many people that work together, but they're like this one group.
We kind of hang out with those that really want the best for everyone involved.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here, and that's why I like you guys so far. So, how long have you guys four of you, or is it five in the band?
Not even 4 months.
It's four.
Just 4 months?
What is it, about 4 months or so?
Less than that, I think.
And so the songs that you gave me are who wrote those?
I wrote those.
So those are Dave's songs.
Yeah, we play the music of David Hermsen if he was here to discuss it.
Third person, David Hermsen. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're David Hermsen.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
me, by the way.
I was confused for half a second, and then I stopped caring.
He'll do that. He'll do that too.
So,
Now, Dave draws from a deep catalog, goes back decades.
and Dave, you play guitar.
It's true, yes.
Yes. And do you play it well?
Well enough.
Some say, yes. Well enough. That's correct. I play well enough to get it through. You
Yeah,
bet.
he gets the rendition down. We take it from there.
Okay. And Noah, what do you play?
Solo guitar.
Solo.
And
you play
rhythm,
the lead.
yeah.
And you throw rhythm in every now and then
Right,
when Dave can't really pull it off.
Something like
Nice.
that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Great show.
I let
Yeah,
the
this is
music
what I
speak
do.
to
Cut
me.
it right
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
And then we also have two lovely young ladies
Ooh,
here.
thanks for saying young. You're nice.
I was gonna say what?
Wow, I'm staying
I
here.
do what I can. So, and your names, ladies.
Well, my name is Marcia Claire,
And what do you do?
I play bass guitar, and it was a text sort of late at night that I got from Dave one night where he said, "I think you're the nicest person I know." Do you remember that?
Hey, he
I
said
do.
that to me, man. I don't know.
He said,
I never said that to you.
"Nicest person I know."
That old line.
And
He
then
says that
he
to all
said,
the
"Do you
girls."
want to play in this band?" And I'm like, "I would love to play music with you." And then as the three of us, myself, Noah, and Dave, were playing, I kind of thought, you know what? I think I know a girl that would be a really good percussionist for our band.
And that's the one that's sitting on my box.
That's the one that got
The
more and
hot
more
chick
excited.
that's
The
on
further
your
she got into that
box.
She
description.
touched my box without asking.
She's
and then
been
afterwards,
fondling your box
she didn't
for
touch it.
That's
She
the
a
girl,
half
man.
hour right now.
well, I got to tell you.
Do I know how to pick them?
Yes, you do. Because
I
this
do.
lovely
Thank you
young
very
lady
much.
sitting on my box. What's your name, hon?
Kristen.
Kristen, and you're a percussionist.
I am.
So am I. This is
Oh,
going to be
really? It's
a great
kismet.
show. I like this.
I like your box. It's nice.
My pants are getting tighter. Anyway,
I can see you have a mutual sense of the rhythmic arts.
yeah. Well, you know what they say. Drummers do it in rhythm. So I'll let that one marinate.
My
Don't
God.
be dissing.
That'll get a
don't
laugh
be
in a couple of
dissing
minutes.
The
Hang
bass
on.
players here. You
Oh,
got
what?
two
No,
of them.
hold on.
That's
Bass.
true.
But that's the thing about bass or without drums, bass sounds lonely, and without bass, drums sounds lonely. They're the rhythm section of any band, and without them, you can't really without them, you're a singer-songwriter, period. You can't get that raw emotion without having the drums and the rhythm section to back you up.
I often say that if you're playing as a solo artist, it's incredibly difficult to convey the emotions of the songs that you write.
Yeah.
You need a symbiotic relationship with, people in a band that can, translate what you're trying to do to the audience. I was never a fan of playing solo, even though I did it a lot. So I wanted a band, and I wrote songs that were perfect for an acoustic arrangement with an acoustic guitar player, bass player, and cajon player, percussion player. And these are songs that were not getting played because I was in a different band, which was a rock band. And I wanted to create. These songs would never be played anywhere else except for with Sons of Eden. So I took Noah and said, hey, let's do this. And so we started doing this. And I said, hey, let's contact Marcia, see if she wants to play bass. And it all just kind of took off from there.
Nice. And she brought you Kristen.
The lovely
The
Kristen.
lovely
Yep.
Kristen.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me what you really call
I
me?
do what I can.
Oh.
There's multiple
It
names.
varies, but depending on
Cuvado.
Go from
Prosciutto.
She's
ISIS
Kristen.
to
She's
memes.
Kristen Cusado, but he calls her Cuvado and prosciutto and what?
I got one. I got another one for you. Avocado.
Avocado, yes.
We mean it in the most endearing
I thought we
way.
were sticking with like the Italian meat section. I'm not sure, but
Well, if you like Italian meats, that's all we got to say.
Fantastic.
How
She's
about
half Italian.
How about a German bratwurst? You got any German in you?
Hey, not yet.
I'd say the second.
Not
half.
currently.
Oh, boy.
Okay, and we're just starting. We're not even close to
warmed
halfway
up.
done. But I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and listen to one of the first tracks that you have here for me, and that's called "Here's Where I'll Stay" by Sons of Eden.
I've already tasted your kiss. I've already left you 1,000 times. I've already seen your stare. Now I know destruction when it's by my side. Now I see that two-faced smile. And welcome it with open arms. We've been doing this for a while. I think it's stop now would cause too much harm. Don't you? Now I've been waiting here a very long time. Just screaming out your name, your name. I don't know if I recover in time. Here's where I'll stay. Just screaming out your name, your name. I don't know if I recover in time. Here's where I'll stay. Now I've been waiting here a very long time, just screaming out your name, your name. I don't know if I recover in time. Here's where I'll stay.
There's Noah right there, isn't it? That's Noah.
That's Noah.
Man, that's beautiful.
Dude, you gotta understand, dude. Noah is the best kept secret in the United States.
We were talking a little bit above this while the song was playing about how everything Dave does has a meaning. And so that song obviously has some type of imperative meaning, and I want to know what was the impetus for this song. Like, what drove you to this one?
I'm pretty much a curmudgeon, and so
No way.
yeah,
Really?
No, really, it's very true.
Trevor, you spent a lot of time talking with him before the show. Is he a curmudgeon?
You know, I'm not entirely convinced.
Right.
No, it's
Anyway.
true.
No, I mean, I'm calling bullshit on Trevor not being convinced.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't pick up on the sarcasm,
No,
this
no.
is as curmudgeon as it fucking gets.
I'm not convinced.
I saw
I'm
those.
not convinced.
Oh, I am.
There's ogre boots outside the door. I thought those
I'm
were
not
his.
convinced.
No, those are mine.
Oh,
sorry. Those are mine. So, Dave, let's continue. We'll stop making fun of you, I promise.
Oh no,
we
keep
won't.
making fun of me.
We
So
won't.
it's basically a song about someone who has given their trust and love to somebody who has forsaken it, and it is someone who's now turning their back on them. So that is
the
what it's
violin
about.
thing?
The violin.
That is
It is the violin being
You know,
played for Dave's
They
sadness.
send me out for pizza. I blow the order, and this is what we get.
That's right.
Here's where I
You
was.
blew
The
who?
delivery boy.
Dear Lord, I didn't know it was that kind of show.
I know. Like, it always ends up going that way.
It does.
Some
Yeah.
guy on the
Because-
show ends up making a gay joke. And it's
It's
usually in reference to the SM57 that looks like a black hanging in front of your mouth.
It's true that it's not that big though.
It's not.
Mike's
It's very
here.
small.
Not that I know.
Mike
I'm
had
just
a-
saying it
Anyway.
doesn't look that big.
Enough of the gay jokes.
There you
The mention
go.
of the big black and the two ladies. Just kind
Here we go.
I know.
of straightened up a little bit.
So many implications.
Hey now.
We're moving.
Here we
Okay,
go.
So,
Here we go.
you gave me 3 songs, and this is
Yes.
the first of the one we're playing.
Yeah.
Where can people find this music?
So as of right now, if they want to find this music, they can go to your awesome site and find it. We have not produced an album per se. We are still in the process of actually making one. So it's still a new project.
Okay.
We have a website name. We have not made a website as of yet. But
Do you have a Facebook at least?
We do have a Facebook,
I'll
Sons
link
of
to that.
Eden.
We do?
And we also have
I love how
Time
your
we leave-
bass,
by
your
the time
bass
we leave
player
this
doesn't
room.
even know about your social media.
And we just put her in the corner and have her play music. It's no big deal.
Show come
That's what I do with all of them. I just put them in the corner. Here, play this. Leave
Nobody
me alone.
puts
Do your
baby in the
thing.
corner.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And we do have a website that will be online soon called sonsofedenofficial.com. But other than that, we do not have anything per se that is ready to go. We will have it probably within the next month.
We have gigs though.
We do have gigs.
Where are you playing at?
So we'll be playing April 23rd, Earth Day in Balboa Park. We'll be the closing band. You can come see us there at the Earth Day Festival.
That'll be fun.
And it'll be a good time. It'll be nice and sunny, and it'll be enjoyed by all.
Earth Day's always a special
So you
moment.
have actually
like
just
Earth Day
you
with a
just
bunch
went
of
ahead
electricity.
and forecasted the weather.
Yes.
It's going to be nice and sunny.
And
San
you did it.
Diego,
You did
hello.
it a month in advance. That's the beauty.
That's
And it's on
amazing.
radio, so it is true.
Yes, and the radio's going to be on the
checking.
internet,
And
so
the
it's
internet.
doubly
Just
true.
checking.
Yeah.
Doubly true.
Doubly true.
Everything on the internet is true.
I'm a French model.
It's bona fide.
We
You look like a French model.
don't I?
Yeah.
Bonjour, sir.
That's right.
Comment allez-vous?
Yeah, my
I like how
stage
you
name is
pronounced
Fromage.
Bonjour like it was 2 words.
Bonjour.
I thought he was gonna say Bon Jovi. I wasn't sure.
I thought
Do
it
not
was
ever
too.
mention Bon
I
Jovi.
originally
in
went,
the
oh yeah,
studio
Bon
again.
Jovi. Okay, hang on. I don't know how that relates to French models.
So that's how you say it.
Quelle-heure-est-il. That's actually French for what time is it? Yeah. Quelle-heure-est-il. But it's
I feel
it's
like
really
that's
it's
not how they pronounce it.
Quelle-heure-est-il. Quelle-heure-est-il.
I asked for Hors d'Or version.
It
They
doesn't
sent me the
sound
red
like
light
it.
district.
Does not sound like
No,
I saw-
it doesn't sound like it.
I saw one of those stupid a stupid meme that had like have the bad text or the funny texts, and it has this girl said, "Oh my god, she texted, I just ate a jalapeno. It's so hot," and she spelled it HALAHPINOT.
That's like
At
potato.
least she got Pinot right.
Yes, seriously.
That's like
good
potatoes
wine.
au gratin.
I know, right?
Pinot's a good wine.
Oh, the
I like
Grigio,
that.
Pinot
Yeah.
Grigio.
Grigio
I like
or
that.
Noir?
It's good
That's
for
real
sure.
light.
I
Yeah.
ate a jalapeno.
Noir?
Right.
Grigio about the red?
Noir or the
Noir.
Grigio? It's Grigio.
I don't like the reds. I like Merlot. I like the deep reds that are dry.
In America, we pronounce it Merlot, but I'm just letting you know.
Well, how do you pronounce Cabernet?
Cabernet.
You just make it hard at the end. You like it hard at the end?
I do,
Wow,
actually.
what is happening?
Yeah.
We're just talking. These are words.
Men do this. Men
Hey,
make
hey, I'm
euphemisms
just
like
speaking
it's-
words. You're taking infers from that. You're
We are.
inferring
Inference.
You are.
inferences.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
band
True.
is Sons of
It's
Eden.
true.
There are two chicks, but apparently it's Sons.
I
of
was
Eden,
going to mention
so
that,
it's
but I
Go
didn't
ahead,
want to seem
mention
like
it.
a
Let them
misogynist.
explain it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let the girls explain it. Go ahead.
Are you guys like Bruce Jenners or something?
Last time I checked, no.
I don't think so because you.
Well,
you
when
don't
was
look,
the last time you
don't-
checked?
There's a bathroom if you need to.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
There's no door on that bathroom. I don't understand this place.
And it's a gender equal bathroom.
Yes.
So
And
all
there's no-
genders are
and
free to
there's
go.
no
in.
knob.
And the
on the
only
inside.
rule, the only rule is if you want to take a shower, you got to leave the door open.
Yeah, I
That's all. That's the only rule.
There's no curtain, shower
Nope.
curtain. I don't get. I don't understand.
And that's why there's a drain on the bottom of the in the
Didn't the Marines already try this?
Wow. no.
Raw.
I have a lot of editing to do
No,
on this
so,
episode.
okay. So
This
to
one's got to be cut out.
I just want to keep it
to
current.
address your
The
question,
two women in Sons of Eden.
you're right. To address your question, the band name was chosen before any women were in the band, and we decided that we still liked the name.
Well, here I'm going to give you an observation because that's what I do.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you an observation
All right.
to
Should
we
clarify.
sit down? Oh, no,
no,
we're
you're sitting down. You're sitting on my box.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying that, by the way.
We needed you last episode.
I know, right?
We needed you last episode.
So okay, so here, the name of the band is Sons of Eden, right? So what's Eden? Eden is the Garden of Eden, right? So who lives in Garden of Eden?
Nobody, because they have been
Oh,
thrown
shut
out.
up. But the Garden of Eden,
He's got
I'm leading.
super
I'm leading a point.
unresolved issues.
I can tell.
I can't even.
That's why you're a curmudgeon. All right, so Sons of Eden, you got Adam and Eve right there, right? And you got these two guys who are the Sons of Eden. So we got matriarchs that are the daughters of Eve.
Oh.
How about that?
Daughters of Eve, Sons of Eden. It's a
Okay,
long
thank
marquee.
you very much.
You got that? You like that?
It's a
I
long
like it.
marquee.
All right, so that's something to
around.
work with to try and get them
Thank you.
to actually count you guys.
Oh, we'll count. Don't you worry.
Dave's like, oh, really?
Didn't know it was that kind of show. Thanks for having us.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Right.
That's why I didn't have you sign anything. I can just delete the episode. And go,
In fact, we did not sign a thing.
nope.
You did not
No.
know.
Hey, well, remember,
No.
I do believe that if Kristen and myself weren't fairly empowered women, we might have issues with things, but we're pretty okay.
You both seem really chill, and I like that. And you got to be, especially to be a musician in this world, because it is not an easy path. And starting something new, especially changing from the history. Like Dave, you've got a lot of history in San Diego.
Yeah, you bet.
You've been in this scene since the late '80s, right? You said.
Basically from about 89 on, yeah.
Where did you get your start in the scene?
My start in the scene, believe it or not, was at a little place called Mikey's Coffee Shop in Poway. Wow. And that is no longer there. It is where all of the music stars, per se, started out of. It is where Jewel came from.
Yeah,
it is
he
where
means
John
Jewel, he
Ketcher
means
came
Jason
from. It
Mraz.
is where... Right. She's absolutely correct. Unfortunately, that place no longer exists. It is now a Starbucks.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah,
but
no.
It had to be.
But that is where
Can I beep that? I'm going to bleep that name out. I'll leave the whole thing, but
Yeah,
bleep
don't
that
do it,
name.
because then you get a lawyer's call.
Yeah.
You
mentioned Starbucks. You need to give us $10.
That's right, $10.
didn't even
Well, we
charge
do
you.
that
I
every
need
day
$10
anyways, because we're
Yeah,
getting a
we
latte.
do every day.
Yeah. But so yeah, it was Mikey's Coffee Shop, and so that whole scene kind of started there, and my a woman by the name of Lisa Sanders actually was incredibly kind to me in that scene, and she took me aside and said, Dave, you know, the stuff you do is really great, but it's really it's not really folk, it's more type, you know, rock type stuff, and so you need to find your way. And so I went through my paces to try and find some people, and believe it or not, it's actually taken this long for me to find people that understood what I did and were really able to interpret what I did. And so I have a belief that the universe has no penchant for waste, so no time is wasted.
Nope.
Every moment you put in is every moment that counts. And so
you can't get to where you are if you haven't come through what you went through.
100%.
It's just that simple.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you
here
can't
we
deny
are.
that.
Here we are. I've got an incredible band with incredible musicians, and I'm very, very proud of what we're doing.
I tell you, you're very excited. You're very comfortable with this group, and it shows not only in your music but in your style of how you present yourself here. So, Noah, what's your backstory in San Diego?
Gee, I don't know where to start.
How about at the beginning?
Where were you born?
Yeah.
Well, originally from L.A., I was delivered at 12:40 p.m. by Dr. George A. Mulfinger.
Oh, nice.
Whose son took over his practice upon his death in the early 60s. And you want me to go back that far?
Only
Anyhow,
if you want to. I mean,
okay.
We have time, and I could edit a lot out.
My dad turned me on to Bob Dylan a long time ago, decades ago.
Okay, that's a good start. We're
and
good.
the Stones and whatnot, and having.
I got a water bottle. If you start slowing down, I'll squirt you.
Having been picking up a guitar all those years ago, I started writing my own songs when I was 7, and ever since then, I've always just dreamed of being in different bands, and this is the latest incarnation. What's really fun, though, I want to say, is just playing with good people, nice people. We joke and clown around, but we're all pals as we are musicians. What's cool about David's material is good stuff to start with, and it gets better with each pass. We're a young band. We've just sprouted out of the ground after these rains on fertile ground, and it's going to grow into a tree, I hope, a nice forest. It's going to be a beautiful catalog of all of David's songs. So
you took that metaphor and killed it. Like you
Can we make
buried
this
it.
entire episode just him talking?
I know.
That was
Seriously?
fucking fantastic.
Seriously.
I don't want to hear Dave talk anymore.
Dave's like, fuck you
I want to hear
guys.
Noah talk
Hey,
the rest of
is
this
about
time.
me. And so
And then
anyway,
if he was just playing the guitar, you want it even more. So
what I
yeah.
dig is with each pass, I can dig in a little bit more as a soloist. My background as a songwriter, as well as you with a guitar, that's all I can play. Is you approach it from a guitarist's point of view, and when you're freed up to do solos and stuff, that gives you a little more. You can explore a lot more and have fun doing it. So right where I am right now is great.
Yeah, you laid down some badass licks on Here Where I'll Stay. You really did.
Thanks,
it's
man.
incredibly impressive. To be honest, when I first heard it, because I didn't know anything about your band, all I knew is that here's a new band that Spicy Kim sent me, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's check these guys out, whatever. And I listened to your music, and I was like, wow, the music's incredible. I couldn't tell if it was an overlay of like one guitarist doing all of it, a rhythm, and then laying a lead afterwards. I couldn't tell.
That was all one take.
Yeah, it all fits in together. You and I'm guessing Dave and you two playing right at the same time. It is that symbiosis that you're talking about. It's like you found it at the very least with Noah, and it sounds like with the rest of the music, it's like it's meant to be. Like this band flows and forms. So I like what you're feeling or what you're putting out there, and I want to hear this next track called Inside.
Come to you with this aching in my eyes. Don't you know I speak the truth, but I don't want to make you mine. I would like to tell you something that you won't believe. I would like to say it too, but don't want to make you bleed. Don't you know, can't you see a piece of you Don't you know? Can't you see? Piece of you inside of me. Don't you know I come to you with this aching in my heart? I don't wanna give it to you, want you to make it stop. I would like to show you something that you don't wanna see. I would like to show it to you on your hands and knees. Don't you know? Can't you see? Piece of you inside of me. Don't you know? Can't you see? Piece of you inside of me. Don't you know I come to you with this aching in my hand? Don't you know I speak the truth, but I don't want to make you mad. I would like to tell you something that you won't believe. I would like to say it to you, don't want to make you bleed. Don't you know? Can't you see? Piece of you inside of me. Don't you know? Can't you see? Piece of you inside.
We do this. You're that guy. I'm that guy.
Hey,
Got it?
Please take my format. It's
It's
free.
a
I'm not
It's the
trying.
David
We're
Noah
doing
show.
this?
Yeah, it's I
I
created
would
this
listen to
format
that.
spontaneously.
I would listen to that.
Today I'll tell you how to laminate Scotch tape.
I would fucking absolutely listen to that.
Yeah,
If
there
you need a
go,
producer
man.
to help you figure out a format, or
Dude,
anything,
she
I'm
was a
good at
freaking
that,
news
so.
reporter forever, so she'd be it.
That
she'd be the
doesn't mean she
producer.
knows how to produce. I don't know if you do or not. I'm just saying. I've
What do you
met
think I did? I put some makeup on and sat down and read words. And
I've met talent that always does that. I've met talent that just does that. So that's what I'm not saying you are.
Do not upset
You're
my
not just a
prosciutto,
pretty
bro.
face.
I envy
Don't
that.
upset my prosciutto. I can't have her
My
upset.
way up in the business.
I
See,
cannot
this is
have
why,
her upset,
This is
bro.
why I'm single.
I'm just, yeah,
Because
me too.
I was
But
married and divorced twice, happily, by the way. But the divorce, not the marriage.
Yeah.
But I'm an asshole. I don't bend. I'm like a steel beam.
Cancer's
Huh.
Cancer's
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, you guys
No.
would really. Why don't you guys go out
No.
for drinks? 'Cause
Wouldn't
that's
know
also
anything
my-
about
We
that.
wouldn't be able to talk because
Being
They
steady,
had a
right,
couple
right.
before you guys
we would have
showed
to
up.
be
It was-
riveted together in order to.
It was
communicate.
entertaining.
Oh my, perhaps I should turn away.
Oh. No,
Noah,
you don't.
read
You
us-
want
read
to
us a
keep
story,
watching
Noah.
this. You gotta
It is.
feel
It's like a
it.
train wreck. You want to keep watching it.
Holy
Read us a
cow.
story.
Speaking of train wreck, how you doing, Dave?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
Dude, your music is incredible. It really is. There's a lot
thank
of
you.
energy. There's a lot of emotion. There's
Thank
a lot
you.
of feeling. So that song,
Feeling.
I don't have
Did
them.
you hear that?
I did, but he's I think he's using the wrong word.
He
nothing
has-
more than
he says-
feeling.
he
That's
says
right.
He has
Sorry.
no feeling.
I used
No,
to-
I think he's
So
using the
just
wrong word.
FYI.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put no in front of
No
it.
feelings.
No
Okay.
feelings.
All
Your
right,
songs
let's-
have no
let's fix
emotions,
it.
no feelings, no anything.
They have emotions.
No? Yes?
They have emotions.
There's emotions.
They
There's
What is
no,
the-
in there.
There's no what's
Stick
known
those
as
in your head.
feeling.
Well, tell me,
It's
tell
emotion.
me, tell me something about Inside.
Okay. Inside.
That was the song we just played, by the way.
Yes. Inside is a song basically kind of like Here's Where I'll Stay, except for taking the dominating part of it. And so these lyrics are about being someone who's assertive, but understanding the person that you're being assertive to cannot handle it. So it's a song about I come to you with all of that I have, but you can't handle it, and I understand it, so I back off. I don't make you pay. And if you listen to the lyrics, that's pretty much what it's about. If I did assert who I am to that person, it would break them.
Wow.
So
We've got
a really deep, serious conversation going on
about the circles.
And then oh yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
And then a real.
I don't know what's going on over here.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on over here.
I don't
know what's going on.
I don't adapt.
That's my band. That's my band, folks. Those are the ones that keep
I
that's
would
my
like to
band.
chime in.
We're like
I was paying
88,
very
yeah.
close attention to
You
what you
were.
were saying, David.
You were.
Very close attention.
that
I was
very
trying
eloquent.
to.
I was
That was
doing
very
my very
nice,
best, but
And the two members of the band
yeah.
with a very bad attention span were not doing
anywhere
well.
near that.
You better call it out. Who is it? Who's got the bad attention span?
Noah.
Noah and
I
Marcia.
admire
There you
old
go.
school,
Well, actually, I would say Noah was involved until Marcia went over and started whispering in his ear, and then Noah was like, "Do you see the circles?"
Noah was watching the circles, but
Yeah.
still listening.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Marcia took over the listening portion.
You can
Little
do multiple
Marcia
things
Claire,
at once,
ladies and gentlemen.
Marcia!
There you go,
Sorry,
little
I had
Marcia
to do
Claire,
it.
man.
I've been waiting to do that.
Picture, if you will,
Yeah,
a
that's
ceiling of
And my favorite thing
concentric
is to
plaster
look at you and go,
circles.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
There's only one with
I
an
don't
off
understand.
pattern.
Oh, the
understand.
brain.
Is there? Which one is it?
Yeah.
That one. It's not a complete circle. It's next to the light.
Yeah,
All
that's-
the rest are circles.
It looks like they got tired at that.
Is that
Hey,
upsetting
cool.
you?
How about we pretend we're doing an
I just
interview?
noticed it.
No, we're not
All
doing
right.
an
We're not
interview.
doing an
Fantastic.
interview.
We are about the circles?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just chatting.
We're talking about whatever you
He's
want to
right,
talk
though.
about.
It is a.
He is right. Yes, he
it
is right.
It looks like a
what
Wi-Fi
degree is
symbol.
it?
It looks like a Wi-Fi symbol.
It's about
does look like a
100
Wi-Fi symbol.
degrees.
what
It looks like a Wi-Fi
Angle.
symbol.
Wi-Fi.
It's Wi-Fi.
He wanted to fill those.
I've been saying that
parts
for like
in,
a
but
minute.
He
You're
saw
like,
it would be
ooh.
too much extra work to do it.
Takes a while.
I see that.
Takes a while.
I bet he started.
I gotta
in the
ramp
middle
it up.
and then
Speaking
realized
of-
that he
speaking
should
of taking a
probably
while.
start at the
Yes.
corners.
How long does it take you to write a song usually?
It takes anywhere from a week to a year and a half.
How long did it take you to write? Well, you gave me 3 songs. So
Yes.
How? Like, here's where I'll stay.
Probably a
That's
couple weeks.
That's a pretty deep one. That came.
Yeah.
That came quickly to you.
Probably
How
a
much
couple
emotion
weeks.
is put into that?
A lot of emotion.
A lot of
no
feelings.
feeling.
No feeling.
Could
No
I
feeling.
ask a question?
No.
No. The answer's no. The answer's no.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Marcia.
So you've never had what they call the 10-minute miracle?
No.
Ever?
No.
Is that a hair product?
My
What is-
ex-girlfriend
what-
had that once.
Yeah. Mine
First
had
time,
about a
first
2-minute
time.
miracle.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah.
I tried that and I had a rash.
Yeah. And go.
All right.
Fantastic.
So speaking of, tell me about
See?
Inside.
Wow.
What about that one? How long did that one?
Inside.
Did that come to you from Inside?
Yeah, it did actually. So it's that one was probably another 2-week one,
Okay.
probably so. But
So-
I've had songs that have taken a year.
Now, is that usually because you're just kind of polishing it up, or are you trying to come out with new lyrics, or is it?
I have an odd belief about music. I believe that it doesn't come from me; it comes through me. So when I'm open to whatever the universe wants to give me, then it comes through. So if I'm sitting down, and the guitar part always comes first, the lyric never comes first. So
That's
it's always the guitar part that comes first.
That's interesting.
I've actually
'cause-
always wondered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a non-musician, I don't know where the inspiration starts.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from.
It's always the piece. It's
Well, what-
always the musical piece that comes first.
Yeah, see, as a singer-songwriter, when I was doing it, I always brought the lyrics first. Like, I would write poetry,
Sure.
and then I would look at the poetry, and I would be like, okay, I would kind of try to sing it, see how it feels. Then I would pick up my guitar and put some chords to that.
For
and
sure.
try and so
Yeah.
it's interesting how every musician, Trevor, every musician has a different way of writing. So I'm teaching.
No,
you
yeah, I know.
something.
I'm
looking right at you, dead in the eyes, and
Paying
going,
very
Trevor.
close attention. Yes.
Yeah, pick up that
Did you
tune.
get it?
I can make maintain eye contact.
Blow us a tune.
It's almost hurting me right now.
Is that awkward? Was that awkward? Sorry.
Is that what happens when we're not here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that with Roxy too. It's pretty crazy. Like right now, I don't care.
She looks
She's
very
snoring.
interested.
She's almost.
For all of you that
snoring.
don't know, Roxy
Such a
is the
sweetheart.
beautiful little girl dog that he has here, the half boxer, half
Ridgeback.
Something else.
Ridgeback.
She is the unofficial Dusty Futon.
And she's awesome.
Marathon mascot.
Marathon.
Mascot.
I just got a text that the San Diego Half Marathon is going on this Sunday. So,
Like I'm going to run that. Yeah.
well, no, I'm a
fantastic.
Lyft driver, so I
Half
can go pick up the
marathon.
people who don't
Hey!
want to run and drop them off at the end.
Dude, you can help him cheat.
Yeah, drop them off to the finish
Dude,
line.
that would
Driver
be a
that does not work
business.
at
I know,
12 o'clock
right?
at night.
Yeah. Call it cheaters.
No,
and you basically
have a
pick
thing
up
on your
runners halfway
shoe,
upon the track and then
you
run
have
them up
to
front of the
water,
finish
like,
line.
You have
Yeah.
a thing on your shoe and it does track you.
Yeah, well, that's why I would drive the track.
'Cause
I would drive the
actually run
course.
that shit.
I would just drive over the other
That stuff.
No, you can cuss on this. I don't
Way
fucking
to
give a
ruin
shit.
the internet radios.
Yeah, FCC
the
doesn't.
FCC can't touch podcasts.
No, it's not. This isn't over
Fuck 'em.
radio.
Cover your ears.
Exactly.
Go
Fuck
fuck
'em.
Saying that they
Go
they
fuck 'em.
tag your
Yeah, that's right.
shoe and you have to like cross.
Yeah, I know. But he could drive on the track itself.
You're a
and-
buzzkill.
And
No,
run
he
over
can't.
people. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
If they
why
just
not?
lift their
It would
feet
take
up while
care
I'm
of the
driving,
Right,
does that
lift
work?
your feet up.
Really fast.
Honk the horn loud enough.
Imagine how
Yep.
much money you can
Get out of the way! Get out of the way, yo. Imagine doing that at Mission Bay on a 5K. Come on, man.
let's keep it moving. Come on.
All right, listen, man. We get sidetracked easy.
Either go faster or move aside.
Ooh. Yeah,
See,
there's a ball.
That's what's beautiful about, speaking of sidetrack, that's what's beautiful about this podcast, the way it's working out is the sidetrack part is you. That's part of you. That's who you are as a band, as a musician, as everything. Your personality is shining through, and that kind of helps explain your music because you guys are ADD, you bounce around a lot, but you play off of each other. So that's why
That is true.
We're talking about the music, and when you're performing the music, as you play off of each other, and you feel each other. You develop this symbiotic relation. I love that word.
It is a great
Symbiotic
word.
is a great word.
Symbiotic's a great word.
And
You
that's
should
what
be there at practice.
I want.
Can I just explain to you what happens at practice?
Yes.
I'm not going to explain our deep dark secrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kristen Prosciutto, and she is our
Kristen
cajon player.
So here's what happens. Okay, are you gonna? Oh, there's no room for four of us on the dusty
Here, have a
time.
seat.
I'll be over here on the box.
There you go. Sit on my box.
So here's what happens. Dave he orchestrates the song, right?
Right.
No one's gonna pay any attention to me.
I'm
until this
listening.
whole thing
Go,
goes.
Dave.
You're
Go.
there.
You're good to
It's
go.
fine.
Just
It's
sit.
totally fine.
They don't
Dave
exist to me anymore.
orchestrates
I-
the song.
Yeah, right.
I heard you.
No, it's fine. So anyway,
I thought you wanted to like really make it seem like practice, so I came over here.
So you sit on Dave's
It had to
lap
be
during
practice, so she got sandwiched in between
I've been known
the
to.
two men in the band.
I'm over
Things like
here
this.
by myself, and then these guys.
I'm
you
right
know,
here.
they do
I'm looking
whatever.
at you
No,
right
no,
in the.
it's all
I'm
good.
ready.
I'm like dying
ready.
to know what happens at practice now.
I'm
through
yes.
your eyes. I really want to know.
So I'm relatively new to this music scene, right? And I have been a groupie forever, like a giant groupie. Like I like sleep outside of people's.
Or you're tall.
apartments.
You are tall.
and so I am.
How
So they
tall
can
are
see you above the rest of them.
I'm 5.
the
I was
term.
5'11", but I think I'm shrinking. So I'm 5'10".
That happens. Well, never mind. Anyway,
So
go
in
on.
like a few
Yeah,
years,
Jenna.
you'll be in my league height-wise.
Yeah, you-
Not
you-
even
you-
close, small man.
never
Not even
be in
close,
your
little
league.
Just
fella.
a few years for me.
No
wait,
way.
just a
One
few
can
years,
always
and then I'll get there.
aspire.
You're not even Lake Elsinore Storm, and she's New York Yankees.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I am New York.
I gotta call it like I see him, yo. Hey-oh.
Oh, in the off season.
Right?
That even hurt
Okay,
me.
sorry. Continue
I bet
about
it did.
I know that.
practice.
I bet it did. That was brutal.
A little more
Holy
practice,
moly.
maybe he could get.
Yeah, see, that's practice. Practice gets you
Batter
out of the
circle.
Elsinore Storm.
Sorry
and
about
into the
that.
Padres.
I can handle it.
Swing and a miss.
You'll be lucky. You might get into the Padres.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
so,
hear- hold on, man. I want to hear what
Continue,
Prosciutto
yes.
thinks of our practices.
Yes,
I do too.
this is, but I really am enjoying. Just it gets layered. Like Noah was saying, every time we pass, it gets deeper and it gets better, and we get tighter. That's what she said.
You
yes,
really
I
gonna
know.
say
Right,
deeper
that's what
and
she
tighter
said.
in the same sentence?
Listen, little feller, that's what
But
she
I
said.
wasn't talking about that.
My
the
jeans are
best
getting
band
tighter
ever.
and tighter.
But we really, it's coming together. It's really gelling, and I love that. So here's an example, right? Prosciutto, you got to get a new box. What? The box.
I
is
said
playing.
that.
This is
No.
Dave, because when Dave
Yeah.
speaks, everyone must listen. Stop talking. Dave's speaking.
I'm hitting the mute button right now.
Yeah.
Your mic's muted, Dave.
Oh, thank you. Oh, but his fingers are not. His
Nope,
middle
they
fingers
are not.
flying. They are flying.
I unmuted it. You can talk now, but don't
like,
talk over her. Come on.
Cavuto, you need a new box. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, there's not enough bass in your box. You need to get a bigger, better, deeper box. And so what do? I went and got a bigger, deeper, better box, and now it sounds bigger and
Dave is
deeper.
dying for me to make box jokes at you right now. He's dying. He's
pointing at you.
So
Come
it's
on, little feller, get it!
How did you get the deeper box? Did you put something in and then expand it, or did
I purchased an
did you
entire
sit
new
on
one.
multiple things at
I
once?
purchased an
How
entire
did
new
it go?
one.
Was that good enough?
She bought a brand new box.
You bought a brand new
I
box.
bought a brand.
Did you
new
go to
box.
Kim Kardashian's guy?
Oh,
Hey, Papa.
that was good.
He made it the biggest.
That was good.
He made it the biggest.
And that's the end of the joke.
That was the end. That was the end of the joke. That's where it stops.
That was a good one.
Otherwise, it dies.
That was a good one.
It's not funny.
Okay, so I got to ask you: is your newer, bigger box on those tracks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
we got one more track to listen to, and it's kind of cool. I'm looking at these tracks, and I'm an observer. I observe things, and one of the things I observed about the 3 tracks you gave me is if you put a comma after each track title and put them in a sentence, it says something.
Yep.
And it says, "Here's where I'll stay. Inside, locked out of Eden."
Hey, that's awesome, man.
Speaking of inside, I'm getting a vicarious erection for Dave right now. Just
Ooh.
FYI.
That's the microphone, son.
And on that note...
In your face, you know they betray where you come from. We are amazed that one little shiny apple made it all crash down. The pimps and the snakes, we realize that they were one now. And the slaves, they forsake their names as progress moves on. Oh, you children of Adam, have you gone? Maybe out toward the fields to reap what you sow. No one knows what happened. You alone, you locked out, Eden. Ritual you pray, you fake every day just to seem a part of. These aren't the days that you would like to say that you would come back for. No, you know the way you abused that day. It's taken all you own. You're lying through your teeth, trying to make us believe somehow that you won. Oh, you children of Adam.
I gotta say, I love the ambience you added to this song. Like your voice, that you have a little ambience echo, kind of a. Do you add that?
I use actually a TC Electronics pedal to
Okay.
I put some reverb on my voice, but the song itself would be nothing without the other players involved.
Well, of course.
That's just what I'm trying to convey requires these other players.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just really not
Like this
be-
solo right here.
Yes.
It's just this adds. It's so fluid. It almost feels like it's a jam solo.
Right.
But yet you can
But it's
tell
structured.
it's structured.
Yep.
children of Adam, had you gone out towards the fields to reap what you sow? No one knows what happened, but you alone. You're locked out, Futon.
No, but that's my fave.
Right.
That's my fave of the ones that we.
Locked Out of Eden?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that we
it's a
recorded
good. I'm
live,
very
that's my
proud of
favorite.
it. Yeah.
Well, it's absolutely
Absolutely.
beautiful. And speaking of Marcia, you haven't talked much, and you just opened your mouth, and there's a tattoo on your arm. Tell me about that tattoo.
So, I saw the whole upside down treble clef and bass clef thing, and then I saw a version with a heartbeat rhythm on each side of it. But I could tell that it wasn't a legit sinus rhythm.
Yeah.
So my daughter's best friend is a surgical nurse and an artist, and I said, "Could you come up with a real sinus rhythm
Correct
and
one.
attach it to this thing?" And she did. Plus, it goes into my vein, if you notice.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That last
Nice.
end, it goes right. It goes from
in-
vein to vein.
It goes vein to vein.
Wow.
So music is my life.
But you've done a lot with music. I heard.
I've
We're
Come on,
encouraged
hold
to
on.
ask you
I've
about
done-
several different
You got to
So-
stop being
well-known
humble
names.
right now.
I do.
There was something about Journey, something about Johnny Cash.
I did.
No.
So it's funny because at the point when I turned 50, that's
Wait, hold on.
turning
You're 50? No way.
Over
I'm
50. But we won't talk
I'm
about
way
that.
over 50.
I don't believe you.
But when I turned 50, I was like, oh man, there's so many things that I haven't done musically. And since I turned 50, I opened for Journey in front of 50,000 people.
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
that
That's a
was-
resume billet.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
bullet point.
It was
Bullet
awesome.
point, thank you.
Yep.
And I did record a record at Johnny Cash's cabin, the one that you see if you watch Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cabin? Mm-hmm. The one back at, that's made. Oh man, that's a beautiful, beautiful studio.
It's
That's
amazing, and it's a studio that you can't ask to go to.
No.
You have to be invited. Wow. And so
Do they
that was-
still use it for recording?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. And so I have an album coming out of that studio probably in the next 6 months.
Oh wow.
Dave just pointed out to me that he's never been invited to that Johnny.
I've never been invited.
Well, we all know why. But anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I feel
Now I'm with the
very
small guy.
fortunate. I've
Allegiance has shifted. Sorry.
going back farther, looking at it from a different perspective. I was on the USO tour when I was a teenager and got to travel all over the world based on that. And yeah, I've had a really, really good.
So here
run.
we've got a group of, I would almost call you a group of misfits because you guys.
That would be correct,
best way
sir.
possible.
Yeah, you don't mix. If I
No.
were to see the four of you at a bar together, I would have been like, no,
Be
they
the
don't belong.
goddamn funnest bar you'd ever gone to.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be
Tell you
the
that
best
right now.
bar. But you guys don't look like you fit
No.
together. But the music you put out is phenomenal. The emotion, the background you guys share. I mean, you got a weather girl. You got someone who played with Johnny Cash after she
weather
turned
girl?
50. Sorry. That just...
She's a correspondent, my friend. A correspondent.
Go to your room, dude. Go to your room. Oh man, that just murdered her.
Certainly not a weather girl. I've been in news for 24
You brought this
freaking
shit on
years.
yourself, son.
I know, I did.
I'm out. I got enough problems in this
I'm
group.
officially getting off your box. Okay.
Oh, no.
That's what she said.
And now, thank you for coming on the Dusty Futon. I'm going to end it right there.
Vacancy
Oh
here.
my God! Storms
Sons of
brewing.
Eden, Thank you guys for coming down.
Thank you so much
and
for having
the
us.
daughters,
Thanks.
the daughters of Eve.
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you guys so much for coming
We're
down.
the sons with a U in
that was
as
an
opposed to an O. We're
like
the
that.
SUNS.
I like that. That's beautiful. You guys are awesome, and we'll definitely have you back on when you have an album coming out. And
You bet.
what is the
Thanks,
date of
look
your show
forward
in
to it.
April again? 26th?
It's April 23rd,
23rd.
at Balboa Park. That's
Balboa
right.
Park. All right.
That's
Sons
Earth Day, right?
Of who? What?
That's the
Earth Day. That's
festival,
right.
yeah.
I knew that.
It's kind of important, man.
Okay, and now let's record another hour.
Yeah, I know, right?
No talking.
Just Noah
Now that we
talking.
got warmed
He had
up.
any books that he can
Stuff to
read? Yellow pages, something,
Anything.
All right. Well, no, I'm going to cut it now. So thank you guys again.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Every song from David has a backstory. I think it's
Definitely.
Yeah.
talk about the backstory and
Okay.
that song after it's done playing.
Sure.
Getting to know David off air led me to believe that his breakfast has a backstory.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything has meaning.